Talking tech and streaming dreams. Kodi whispers through the beams. Kodi flows in the digital breeze. Flex pops up, take a sip with ease. The chat's alive, the banter's tight. Streaming matters, makes your Friday night. Streaming matters every week. Kodi and Plex, the tech we seek. Raise your glass and take a drink. Protect your neck, don't even blink. Cork addon is the way to go. Say goodbye to the status quo. Tech tips flying to and fro. Catch the vibe and let it flow. Streaming matters every week. Kodi and Plex, the tech we see. Raise your glass and take a drink. Protect your neck, don't even blink. When Plex comes up, you know the drill. Take a sip, but keep your chill. Streaming's wild, but we've got skill. Friday's fire won't stand still. They talk it all from apps to hacks. Cut the cords and don't look back. Streaming soldiers on the track. Friday's here, so grab a snack. Streaming matters every week. Kodi and Plex, the tech we see.
Good day, everybody. Yeah. Come on, let me get my microphone up here. Let me get nice and close.
Oh, yeah. No.
How is everybody doing today?
Okay. Listen to this. I see the light.
Oh, see the light.
I see the light. Oh, now I see you, Dabs. You need a haircut.
Hey. Just because I got hair. See, I need some other people on the panel that actually have hair.
Ooh. I cut mine on purpose.
Yeah.
That's because you don't have much.
I don't want to have to do that. Like
look at these lovely locks. Look at them lovely.
Your gray locks?
They're holding in there. I'm
gray
holding
lock.
my own there.
Your gray
There's
locks.
some in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's more and more. Keep coming.
It is.
Okay? I'll tell you that.
Yeah, keep getting it right. So thanks for everybody joining us this week. I apologize tremendously about not being here last week. I was tremendous. I was under the weather Thursday night into Friday. I didn't leave the couch. Did not leave the couch all day into the night, and didn't feel better till Saturday.
Just so people understand,
yeah.
I spoke with you on Thursday night.
Yes.
Trying to go over the stuff for the show.
We did. Yeah.
And then he got sick because it was just so much. I was putting too many things upon him to do.
He was putting too much pressure on me on Thursday night.
On him. Yep.
And so it was terrible. And then it was almost like Jesus came on Saturday morning and hit me with a wand and said, "You are starting to get better. Go on back out."
On you.
And I was back out, and I was back at it. So Redneck, I can't do Jack. Jack and me. No. Hey, no shame on anybody that wants to drink Jack. It is not me. It is not me that wants to. No, not that stuff. There's plenty of other things to drink, but yeah, it was just a bad day. So we had to cancel last week's show. We just postponed it till this week. So we're going to do the giveaway today. Today is the giveaway. We're doing it. We're giving these away. Giving these 4 boxes away right here, right in there. We're going to give these 4 boxes away to just some of you guys. If you made some comments, we're going to look through some of the best comments. I want to say first and foremost, thanks for all the people that clicked and made a comment. There was lots of, probably, I think there was 45, 50 comments, lots of really good comments. So we appreciate you commenting and taking the time out to do that. And then we've pulled ahead some of the comments that we thought kind of was just a little bit better. So we're going to go through that. So what's up, Peter? And I see Diamonds over here. Got Renee. Nice to see everybody. Joe, Jim, and the Crown Royal. I can't. Well, there's another story about Crown Royal, but I can't talk about it. There's a Crown Royal story that I got that there is a story on that one that one day we'll have to talk about that one.
Okay.
But hey, let's should we go ahead and do the giveaway first, or
No, make them wait because
okay, well, make 'em wait.
has to come in.
Yeah, well, we'll give everybody a few minutes before we throw in start commenting on that. So
Normally it's like Sharon that comes in the latest, I think.
we're waiting to see if Sharon shows up. No, I thought Charles was the latest one.
Charles is always the latest. Yeah, that's true.
So let's see here. Let's grab this. Go ahead and share this. So we'll start with the OK app. Really no real big issues. There was an issue. I think that DaButcher had said something about that they had some issues in certain parts of the world the other day.
Right.
And they gave everybody 3 days. If you're a member, they gave you 3 extra days. So and this might have been earlier in the week, but it was a small hiccup. I never saw the issue, never experienced the issue, but there were some people in certain parts of the world that there was some service maintenance. And so once that was sorted out, DaButcher, as they normally do, reimbursed everybody for any hassle. And so they gave everybody that has premium subscription 3 extra days. So that was a nice little thing. Other than that, I haven't seen too many real big issues in the big K world. I don't know. I need Jason here because Jason's the other one he's always paying attention to stuff in the K app. Really nothing major is going on. Everything seems to be running fine. I will say, and I posted this on Twitter for any of you that follow me on Twitter, I am not renewing my Tract account. Tract can kick rocks. I don't have time after this last thing where they actually did not grandfather us in, even though been with Tract for years and years and years with my VIP. They hit me with it that even though I was a VIP for a long time, that I would not be renewing at the $30 fee, that I would be renewing at the $60 USD. And I said, kick rocks. So posted it on Twitter and posted the email that they sent saying, hey, it's time to renew. And so I turned it off on my PayPal, and they can kiss my ass. And I don't know, I'm the one part that was kind of funny that when you click on the to renew, they are willing to give you 2 months. Kinda. If you get a friend to sign up, you'll get a month and your friend gets a month. So you don't get 2 months, you get a month. If you can talk one of your friends in paying 60 US dollars to have a Tract account. Now, who the hell am I going to introduce to Tract and say, yeah, it's worth $60?
Go ahead and trust what these people say, because I think I might have to renew mine, but I don't think mine renewed yet.
But it won't be a renew. It's for new people. It's like I have to bring in somebody new.
I want to mess with them.
Fuck that.
You know, but I might have to keep mine right now. But it doesn't renew yet. I think I renew close to October or something like that.
Yeah. Well, mine came up. Mine's going to be June 26th, and they can no. So, yeah, the old Tract can kick it. So I'm done with them. Again, after this last time when we talked about it in the last show or a couple shows back, the line, line or miscommunication or changing your mind, I don't know what you want to call it,
Right.
where everybody was going to be grandfathered in, going
Right.
to keep you grandfathered in, but new people were going to be paying the extra fee. But the people been with them for all those years. We're gonna allow you to be grandfathered in, and then to turn around 3 months later, 2 months later, and say, well, you know what, we rethought that, and it's not fair if we let people be grandfathered in. It's like, what? So at what point do you change more rules moving forward?
Right.
So, yeah, kiss my ass, I'm gone. You know what? I can get away with not having all those lists that I have. I don't have maybe
I can't.
15.
That's my well, but my lists are only there, because because Plex takes care of my list for me. So I'm just telling me to hang on for a little bit before I pull that plug, because I need something else. I need something else where I can put them, and that's why I was.
And SimCode's not going to give you that.
Right.
SimCode, you're going to struggle with that, and you're going to still pay, what was that, $45, $50 a year for that?
Yeah.
Remember?
That's
So,
why I really wanted to go back to IMDB, but I'm still working that issue out about using that other account.
Well,
that's
they can
the true way to do it,
Yeah, I'll stick with my free account. My watch list is never over 100. So for me, it's the watch list. Those other fancy lists, they're cool. And what I'll do is I'll narrow that down to just 2 of those lists. I'll delete my other ones. Keep just the Dab's classics, my classic movies, and Blue will have one, and then that's all we need.
Talk about lists. Did anybody check out that Dad's list I put out there for the?
I saw that.
There's some pretty good things, and I watched a couple. It was pretty good. It was good to go back and reminisce on some of those old Dad movies.
Look at Tan's rolled in the house even.
Oh wow!
Look at Tan says he's migrated his list over to TMDB.
Oh, okay, that's a thought. Maybe
but you'll have to get with him on if that'll work for you, because he just needs his for. I think he uses Umbrella, so that's what he needed his for.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm definitely gonna.
TMDB does. Well, no, because then I don't think I can see them from Plex, right?
Let me see.
No, if I could.
I wonder, was there TMDB? Do you have to have a premium? Do they have a premium?
I'd get a premium with them, but I don't know how much their premium is.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
I don't see it off the front page right here. I don't see it, and I do have a login. I just don't have a login with this browser. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the comments. That start going through some of our.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me you lost it. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, there it goes. Whew. Thought I'd done lost it, because I told you I saved it. I saved it online. Because when I made the edits, PDF allow. Okay, are we good with there?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So again, we want to thank all the people that submitted comments on this. Also want to thank Superbox for reaching out to me saying, hey, if you want to do a giveaway, you can do a giveaway on your show, sending me the devices, and they're going to reimburse me for shipping these out to people. So,
nice.
Want to say thank you to that, because they just reached out and said, hey, do you want to do it? And I said, sure. And to be honest, I mean, these devices, I can see a group of people that these things would work for. I can see certain people that would be completely happy with what it does. And so it's cool that I'm looking forward to some of the people that actually do use it to reach out back to me and say, hey, what they thought. I'd like to hear what some of their thoughts are. Again, I don't have any financial ties to the company. So, if you like it, don't like it, no hard feelings. The only downside that I would say to this is it does not play 265 4K H265 4K files. It does not. Even if they say it on the box, it does not. Or it plays it so poorly, you're not going to want to watch it. So hopefully they fix that on a firmware. But other than that, that was my biggest beef to it, was that, it didn't play 4K, and I wanted to watch it. I'm a 4K snob.
Yeah, we know that.
I couldn't watch it.
We know that.
So,
I mean, geez.
Well, I like my 4K.
You know-
If I got a
you know
4K
what?
TV, brother,
If you
why
got-
wouldn't I
listen,
not want to watch it?
If you were a media whore like me and having to
Oh, yeah.
get
No,
this file, you sure as hell are not going to be, grabbing those files.
Well, no, of course not. That's why I don't. That's why I have a little 14 terabyte hard drive that's not even full. That's going to have all the TV and movies that I care about. So, sponsored by Pepsi. So yeah, I don't need that. So hey, that's my biggest gripe with them. And I hope they fix it. But again, got 4 of them. We're gonna give them away.
Yep.
And so what we're gonna do is we'll talk. We got 2 32 giggers. We got 2 of those. We got a 64 gig, and we got a 128 gig. So what we'll do is we'll go through the four people that won. Then we'll kind of between me and AUBYN and Eddie, I forgot who else is here because I can't see the screen. Eddie, we'll go through and decide like 32, 64, 128, who's getting what. Okay.
Right.
So these were the comments that stood out to us.
Some of them.
Yeah. Well, yes, there were more again, but some of these were some of the comments, and we're going to run through the comments that jumped out at us. So Semi2Tech, he posted on there, what would I do for a Superbox? Let's just say I'd walk barefoot on a Lego, fight a goose, and watch a 10-hour ad with no skip button. And I mean, again, that makes me laugh. I mean, the stepping on a Lego.
Oh,
anybody that's got kids, you know that feeling. And being up here in
ass
Canada,
whooping right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anybody that lives up in the Great White North knows about a damn goose. They're ferocious. Them things, they are relentless. I mean, don't go walking on them. So Gail Lewis posted on here. What would I do for a Superbox? Sounds a bit salacious and risque. I'm happy with the Superbox I was born with.
Okay.
Most women would say that. I like it though. If I won, I would give it to my brother, who is less techie, not as techie as his sister. What would I do for a Superbox? Probably I'd sing and do the happy dance. So again, Gail, longtime viewer on here, and we thought that was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
What's it? Gorballs says, I would start liking my mother and my mother-in-law for a Superbox.
Okay. That's going a little bit too far.
That is good. Oh, that's good.
Hopefully your mother-in-law's not watching. But yeah, I actually started to like it. Trevor posted, winning this Superbox will stop my Plex server from being powered by tiers and cheap Ethernet cables. I like that, Trevor. And like Trevor's always here too. It's cool when we see these people that they're always watching on the show. So it's great to have them here. Clipper fan 1913. What would I do for a Superbox? I would get a Streaming Matters tattoo and make AUBYN switch to Emby.
Okay.
I think the tattoo prob is going to be an easier task.
Yeah, than making switch.
Go to
Get him to Emby. I think
I'd like to try MB, but it doesn't do everything that Plex does for me. Unfortunately,
I think Clipper fan would be getting an ass whooping if you're trying to make Auburn switch over to Amby. Leave the Ducks away. I think I'm my money's going on Auburn because that mug he not little. I'm just he is not a little man. And so just putting it out there, Clipper fan. I think that would be a tough. I think you might have an easier time fighting a goose. Popeye 851 wrote, I would go out in the backyard, flap my arms, and go to the moon. If that doesn't work, I'd get a robin. I'd feed all the time and see if she could get me some friends to help me get a super box. I like that. I like the flapping his arms, trying to get to the moon. Diamond Dave wrote, I never win anything. Maybe if I enter the Superbox giveaway, I could win. I'm not going to hold my breath until I win, but I could be the 1 in a million winner. I'm in one more time to have a chance to be a winner. If I win, I'd be surprised to get my first win in a lifetime at 60 years old. Go Superbox giveaway. Let me be a winner. If I lose, I'll still be a super fan. Can't wait until the show, Friday the 13th, the day of the superstition phenomenons. Us from the Muppet Show caught that one.
Yep.
So yeah, I like this one. 60 years old, never won. I thought that was pretty funny. Never won, but he's still gonna give it one more try. And I like that. Still gonna be one of our fans, even if he doesn't win.
Yeah.
I like that. Dan Summerford, 6207. If I won a super box, I would have to force my wife to watch football all day on Sunday because I would get all the games. But I would wait to see how long until either my wife hid the box on me or ask for a divorce. And which one comes first? Which one come first? Come one or the other would probably happen. And that's probably true. One or the other would happen. That is, I like that. Get your wife to, like, which one do you keep, the wife or the box?
Box.
In the box.
Everybody always needs a new box.
Well, except for Gail, because she was born with one.
Yeah, it's true. One, yeah.
Let's see. Mark R wrote, I'd ride my bike to a city near you to pick up the device and shake your hand. If said bike broke down, I would go to a nearby bike shop and buy another one and carry on. If that bike broke down, I would jog the rest of the way. Then I would shake your hand once I met you to pick up the device. Let's make sure it's the type of manly handshake, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers' handshake in Predator. Then I would go buy you a beer or a drink of your liking. Then I'd probably have to take a bus back home, like a Greyhound bus. All this for the device and a handshake to say thank you, dude. That was funny.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Gotta be a manly handshake. Can't become a soft hand.
Yep.
Paul Owens, 094 wrote, well, what would I do if I won? I'd probably take it over to a family member that is always screwing up their fire stick. Screwing their fire stick up since they are, as you call them on your live show, TR, technically retarded, which actually we call. I like that he caught the TR part, because we do say we usually say, well, that's one of my friends that's TR. So technology retarded is what we so when we say TR. So I'll probably get blacklisted for saying the R word. But we say technology.
Talk about blacklisted. Where the hell is everybody else? You talk about the strike that's going on.
There's no strike.
There's a
you
strike
crossed the picket line.
Listen, I didn't cross the picket line. Those are the white guys created a strike and didn't tell the black guys on the panel. And here we are. We're stuck coming in to work in the heat, and they're off, gallivanting, doing everything. I don't get it. I really don't.
That is true because the white guys, except for me, are not on the show today. So you guys can all put it together. So let me finish with Paul Owens here.
Yeah.
So he says, as you call him, TR, toss the super box at their head. And when they finally came to show them the new box and then get my TV Mate account back. So it's a win-win for me. So I guess Paul's giving, I guess some of his family members are using his TV Mate account. He's having to share it with it, which I don't share my accounts with them, but with people. But yeah, he's sharing it. So I like that he knew what TR was from our show. So I was watching. Russell Dive 5506 wrote, "Cool beans. If I won, if it still works by the time I get it, check it out, pass it on to someone's not as techno smart that likes simple things." And I like that he was willing to, if he got it, he would just pass it on to someone that's not as techy because they are pretty easy to sort out. Right. And look at here, our big old Charles Spivey posted on here, Spivey 723. "I would have to fly to the end of the earth. I would stop calling my friend short. Cut off some of my hair and give it to AUBYN. I will find my female friends on Oculus, all those gigolos they can have. I would come to Canada to pick it up." Yeah, he'd have to come all the way up to Canada to pick that mug up, but he would finally stop calling me short. Because he does do that on a regular basis. Okay, so RM Larry wrote,
huh? But you are
not short. Really
short, that
but
is.
Compared to what?
You're
a giant. He's a giant.
To me,
he's a giant. I mean, he's got to be 7 foot.
No, he's not 7 foot. He's like 6'5".
All right, so RM Larry wrote for Superbox, "I would give my grandpa a pedicure and a foot massage. I love the guy. I don't like the side of his feet at all. Also, it's important to mention that he's got the most disgusting nail fungus and wrinkly toes. His toes print is in different directions. I was scared of them as a child. Those toes were throwing gang signs or something. Sorry, but I love you, Grandpa. It would be tough for me to do. Do it for a Superbox. Definitely, I would wear PPE like gloves and mask." I mean, these are some funny comments.
That's funny.
These
he needs to watch the Cobra. He needs to watch that series.
Or remember what was that Eddie Murphy one? Remember the girl had the jacket toes, beautiful woman.
That was like one of the funniest lines ever. Because I watched that movie. What the hell was the name of it? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie right now. But I had just helped my friend move to Florida, and it was really late at night, and I hadn't seen the movie, and it was on, and here it is in the middle of the night. I saw this. Eddie Murphy pointing the gun, saying, "I'm going to shoot off that crusty old toe." I was freaking crying. I woke everyone up. I was laughing so hard. It was so funny. Yeah, that movie was special.
Watch out for them toes.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's announce who the winners were from what we talked about prior to the show. We talked about this. The other members that weren't on the panel, they also posted in, and I kind of took a chart of who said which ones, and we had the different comments. So again, the 12 or 13 comments we got here, these were some of the best that we were able to pull from the comments that were in there. So they kind of made the semifinalists, and so now we're going to go to the people that actually won. Unanimously, this was one of the people that won right away, and we decided within the first day or two that this person was going to win, and that was Gail. Gail Lewis. We thought that this one was funny. The part about that, I'm happy with the super box I was born with. I'm sorry, I was drinking something and I actually spit it out because I don't know. Every woman I know says that the box they got is the best box that you'll ever want to have. So I thought that was good, and so we agreed that she definitely was going to win one. So she was one of our winners. So Gail is going to be one. And another person that won. So there was another name on here. Let's see. This one here, Paul Owens. And the reason why he kind of won was that he knew what the term TR was. Meaning that he does have to watch the show and actually pay attention, because most people would have never understood when we say TR. What that stands for. And so thought that was quite unique, and actually watches very closely to catch the reference to what TR is. Another one we had here, and that was Dan Summerford. Dan Summerford, 6207. And he was the one that was going to make his wife watch the NFL, because he's able to watch every single game. Hope that this works out for him. I hope that he does not get divorced over it. Hopefully he has 2 TVs in the house, because I'd hate to hear that I was the cause of a divorce other than my own. So Dan's going to win one of those devices. And the last one we've got, and this one was we were struggling. There was like three other people, 3 comments that were very, very, very close, and kind of went back and forth. But after we decided to go with Diamond Dave, a 60-year-old that has never won anything in his life, we thought, you know what? We can be about passing on the good things to people. Let's pass it on, make somebody a little bit happy, have someone actually win something. And I understand the concept of not winning, when you enter lotteries and everything and you win nothing. We thought, we're going to go ahead and throw it out to Diamond Dave and let him be one of our winners.
Just look down and see what he wrote, too.
Oh, well, hold on. I got to go to the other screen here.
Oh, that's right. It's on the other screen.
Oh, yeah. So, Buzz TV.
Yeah. It's Diamond Dave, man.
All right. Well, Diamond, if you end up having to regift it, then, I'm telling you, when this already has all the stuff set in, that's the one big plus. That I know with Buzz TV, you have to put your subscriptions in there. So, all right. So that's cool. Is Gail here? Yes, Gail was lurking.
Yeah, she was there.
All right. She's in here. So we got that. All right. Look at there. Gail's gonna win. So we got them. Gabe. So now we need to discuss. We've got 128 gig, a 64 gig, and 2 32 giggers. So the 128 gig device, which one of our winners do we give the 128?
To Gail, because it'll still be in her household. So she needs to take it away from her brother. She can't swap them out with him.
Well, I'm telling you.
She'll give him her whole box.
Yeah, she might. I'm telling you. People will be amazed on how well this works. I mean,
especially with that IPTV with the go back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 7 days. 7 days. I mean, all right. So we got that one. All right. What about the 64 gigger? So I say it's between Dave or Dan. I did like Dan Summerford in his NFL thing. So
yeah.
So we got the 60-year-old winner or the NFL. Which one do you guys think should get the 64 gig device?
NFL.
Yeah, give it the NFL. This way he can record his games.
Yeah.
Well,
keep us happy.
Because
keep his wife happy.
6 days catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And so that puts Paul and Diamond both will get a 32 gig device. Now, rules to this, which is very few. You got one rule now. you guys have already applied and you've won. What you'll need to do is you're going to need to message me on Telegram within the next 6 days. 6 days to message me on Telegram. I know over half of you that I know on that list. I know I've seen you on Telegram, so you can message me that way. But you've got to message me on Telegram because you can't post your email address on the comments or nothing like that. So you're going to need to message me, PM me, private message me, and give me your address. And then I will get those addresses together. I will go to our post office. I will send them off, and I will get tracking for each one of those because I don't want someone to say that I did not send it if something should happen in the world of things being shipped. So I will do my best to get them mailed off next week. But I will need you people to message me your address or the address you want me to send it to. I mean, if you want me to send it to your auntie, that's fine, but you're going to need to give me an address. If you don't, then it'll go back in the pool, and we'll have to decide what else we do with one of the devices that someone does not give me an address for. So,
I got
yeah, bud.
I got questions for you, Todd. In Canada, what are the post people like? The postmen like? Do they call them postmen? Do they
Postman.
They call postmen.
Yeah, but they're getting ready to go on strike.
Are they?
Yeah.
What color do they wear?
Blue and
Blue?
no,
gray?
red, white. No, red, white, and blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
No.
I figured to be some guys wearing white sheets with red lettering on them.
No.
Wow.
You scared me there. You scared me there just for a second.
Yeah.
Said something about white sheets. I thought, where's this going?
Canada's flag is, red and white.
Yes,
you know?
red and white. Yeah, I mean, no, I think our post people pay like or wear like grayish blue, but
Yeah.
they're walking. They walk the streets around here.
Do you have mailboxes everywhere like we do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. And yeah,
I just didn't know if
this is
things
not
look-
a third world country.
No, I know that.
No.
I didn't know if things look different to you. I'm just looking for the crazy things that you have to deal with there in Canada that you didn't have to see.
Gravy on my fries. That is my
gravy on your
biggest
fries.
issue.
Yeah.
Leave my damn fries alone.
Uh-huh.
Always messing up my
Do
fries.
you like cheese on your fries? Can you deal with that?
I could just cheese if you melt it.
Just
yeah,
cheese,
sure.
right? Yeah, just melted cheese.
Sure. I mean, and I've had it where I've sprinkled a little bit of onion on top or bacon bits. Okay.
Oh, bacon
That's
bits. Yeah.
But I don't need
sauce.
the gravy. Don't soggy up my fries. So all right. So we got I will be doing that next week, like I said. I'll do my best to keep everybody informed. I'll give everyone their tracking numbers and all that kind of stuff like that. I will do my best to pay when I send. I hope to know whatever tariffs there are, because sometimes I don't want to say tariff, but it is a tariff. They're like an import fee. I will do my best because sometimes I can know what it is, and I'll try to pay those up front so that everything is golden. So, all right. So that's what we got going on for our giveaway. Hopefully,
I just want to thank everyone out there that that it was so hard to decide. Like Semi, Semi's out there today. I'm glad to see you. Sorry that you didn't win, but your stuff was pretty funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank. It means a lot to us. It really does. That you guys, listen to what we're saying, and care enough to do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. And again, thanks to SuperBox, who again just reached out to me and said, "Hey, you want to do a giveaway?" So I appreciate that. If you're a person that you hear about this and you want, I've got links down below. You can click on that. Click any of those links if you're looking to find out information about what they sell. Knock yourself out. Even has a code in there where you can save $50. That's all there if you want. Not here to pressure anybody into buying anything, but those links are there in case. Because sometimes later on, people always message and say, "Hey, I need to know what that link is." So those links are down below if you want to check one out and buy one on your own. And who knows, they may hit me back up for another sale or another giveaway. I don't know. My video didn't do too great last week or 2 weeks ago. it did okay, but
Yeah.
didn't. We'll see. So
Well, on the home screens on the boxes, when they get them, they can always put on streaming matters, right? As their homepage.
They can.
Oh,
They
yes.
can. Let me say one. I forgot one other thing, and I mentioned it on the video that I made for this giveaway. Is the firmware that are on these devices? It is not right. They shipped the whole load of them with that doesn't have their Play Store. To get their Play Store, once you get it home, you can download the APK file and download it right onto the device.
Right.
And once you have their Play Store, then you can get the OTA, the over-the-air update, and then it updates, and then everything is fine. But they did reach out when I tested one of them that they sent me when they sent these to me, and I was like, something ain't right. And they're like, yeah, we had them. There was a mistake, and these went out with kind of like a bad firmware on it. Mm-hmm. So easy fix. I have links for the videos too. That actually shows you there's a video for it. But so simple update of the APK. It puts the store back, their store on the device. Then you're able to get the OTA and all the apps, and everything runs just fine. But you got to install that APK to kind of kick it up and get it going. So that is one disclaimer I wanted to put. I forgot to mention that earlier. Let's see, a topic, and now we're talking about Android boxes and the possible malware being on devices. And this has been a topic that has talked about a lot. And now we've seen the UK government that has talked about this. And now the FBI says they're suspicious, that they don't know what's going on, that there may be things on it. And could there be? Yes, there could. Could there not be? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. You'd have to really dig deep in some of these. I do believe that the FBI and the UK government probably want it to sound worse than what it is, because they talk about, the UK government's always talking about those dodgy fire sticks and how dangerous they are in your house. Someone can steal all your data. So I think it's the somewhat of the same stuff. But when you're buying lots of these things off of AliExpress or wherever, there is the risk of stuff being on a device. Now they go through in some of these devices in SuperBox is not on this, but they listed a bunch of boxes that they tested that the FBI said were dangerous or had malware on it. So if you have a third-party box, you might want to look into it. I don't know how dangerous of this that it is. Again, your device could be used in like a botnet situation, which means if it had malware on it, and if someone decided to use it in a botnet, your box would be pinging a website that you didn't even know that it's doing it, and it would be doing it without you even knowing. You could maybe even be watching the device, and you wouldn't even know it's happening. So
is that a complete list, or
I don't know. This is the list the FBI gave, and again, I don't know. I doubt it's the complete list. This is just the list that was on this. The URL's down below. Again, a lot of these are older boxes, so it could be. Look at, you got the KM1, so lots of different things on it. But I don't know. So just putting it out there. Yeah. If you're a person that's worried, what you can do is most routers, if you have your own router, will let you create another Wi-Fi. So you can create like a guest Wi-Fi. So you can create like a guest Wi-Fi that's not part of your Wi-Fi system, where all of your other computers and other stuff is on that network. You can create a second network and connect your Android box to just that network so that it does not see anything else on the network. Not a very hard fix. It would probably take somebody, 15, 20, 30 minutes maybe to read up on it and then look on their device how to set this up, set it up, and then connect an Android box to that particular Wi-Fi network. Yeah. And then it's not part of your network. It's not part of everything else that your phones and laptops and computers are all hooked to. It'd be its own network. So that's just something that I was thinking about when I read this article, that if someone wanted to try to protect themselves, that is something you can do. Alexa Plus. Remember we talked about this a few months ago when Alexa Plus was being introduced, and the extra fee, wasn't it like $29?
Yeah, $29.95.
Yeah, something like that. Oh no, I'm sorry, $19.99 a month US. If you're up here in the Great White North, it'd be about $26.
Yeah.
So about 100,000 users are on it right now. 100,000 users, and now it has not been given out to everybody. You have to kind of sign up for it, and it's a hit and miss on who is on the Alexa Plus. But Amazon is excited, and they want to push this forward, and they plan to have 1 million people on Alexa Plus within the year, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I forgot where it was at. I want to say last month, and I think by the end of the year, they want to have 1 million people on it. If you have Prime, as of now, once your device rolls over to Alexa Plus, it is free for Prime members. If you don't have Prime, then it would be $19, and it doesn't make any sense. Why would someone pay $19 but not have Prime?
Right.
You're better off to just sign up for Prime. It's cheaper. But you can expect, once they hook everybody and everyone gets used to this Alexa Plus, you can bet your sweet ass that they will put a fee above and beyond your Prime account cost.
Right.
But they got to get you hooked first. They got to get you wanting it, needing it, expecting it before, remember the after school commercials, AUBYN, Johnny, everyone gets one for free at first.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you wait to see who comes back. So this is what they're going to give it to you for free right now. And bet your sweet ass, once they get people going on it and people really love all the features that the Plus gives you, they will
you can
give you the cost.
tell it to do certain things like, if I get if and then or type things,
you're able to do more lists. It can actually make reservations for you at restaurants or make reservations at different things. You're able to even with my Alexa, I can create a list. I can say, hey, add to my list, which would be my shopping list. But you're going to be able to create more. It says on here, gift ideas, personalized reminders, routines for your family, create a personalized playlist, which they kind of already do. That's already in the Amazon thing. But so again, I think that they're looking to really push a lot of the extra features, but they want to wait till you get used to them. It will not go out to all devices. We're looking at like the shows, the show 15 and the show 13, I think is the two shows. This is the Echo Show 21. I think it's the Echo Show 15 is also going to get this update first. So you're going to see the interface changes a little bit, but they're only going to be on some of those Echo shows at first, and before they roll it. They're not planning on being on all devices. So it's we're going to have to see where that goes. Okay. I think but again, looking to get 1 million people, already got 100,000. And they're looking to move full speed ahead. Warner Brothers has done a little spin. Warner Brothers, we know that Warner Brothers Discovery combined. It hasn't been like 2 years ago that they created this mega company.
Yeah.
And we've talked about where a lot of these companies are struggling right now because they've bit off so much, and everybody trying to get into the streaming world have found it's not financially easy to make it. Not everyone's a Netflix. So what Warner Brothers is doing, Warner Brothers Discovery, I should call them, they are splitting up. So they're going to split up their, a couple things they're going to do. Number one, assume the debt of the global network. So they're going to take their channels. Let's see here. Let me get to this one.
Could you imagine what it's like working for these guys, and then all they combine, and now they split, and
Yeah.
you don't know where you're gonna land.
Yep.
I feel bad for these people working today.
Yep.
Yep. Really, it's got to be so difficult.
But think about it. They cut when they did the merger, right?
Right.
I mean, they didn't keep everybody, so they cut. Now we're going to cut again.
Cut again.
So they're going to break it up in two different parts. So you're going to have the streaming and studios company that will consist of Warner Brothers Television, Warner Brothers Motion Pictures, DC Studios, HBO Max, as well as their legendary film and television libraries. So they're going to keep the Warner Brothers Motion Picture and TV chunk is one big chunk. Yeah. The other chunk, the second business, the global networks, will include entertainment, sports, news, television brands around the world as, for example, CNN, TNT Sports in the U.S., and Discovery, free-to-air channels across Europe, and digital products, and such profitable stuff as the Discovery Plus streaming service and Bleacher Reports. So they're looking to just split it up. And if I'm not mistaken, the global networks is who's taking the majority of the debt. I think that the majority of the debt is going to the streaming aspect of it, where that's where the money is being bled, where they're bleeding money. So probably we're going to look at another, I don't want to say bankruptcy, but there'll be something that's going to happen with that streaming, because if they're taking all the debt, $38 billion, I think is what it was.
37.4.
Yeah. So they're going to carry that debt over to them, and then they're going to have to try to run CNN, that's all the streaming stuff, and still make a profit. It's going to be tough. So so I don't think that soap opera's done yet.
Right.
I think that's still going to be a problem. This leads into one of our last topics here before we go to Player Pass. And streaming viewership surpasses cable and broadcast combined for the first time ever in May.
Yeah.
So think about that. More people are streaming television than cable and satellite and over the air combined.
That's insane.
How long has streaming? 10 years?
Really?
Think about, if we think about, when did Netflix and that start streaming stuff? Like not your Netflix through the mail, but like streaming shows and.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when they started. Was it like 2002 maybe? You think?
It doesn't feel that long ago. Can't be that long ago. But it's just amazing how the landscape has changed as quick as it has, from cable TV, satellite TV, over the air was the mainstay. That was where it was all at. Now, that arm of broadcasting is struggling. So, and that plays into why Warner Brothers wants to separate themselves. They don't want their movie and TV production to be tied into with all that streaming and TV stuff.
Yeah, because all of this stuff that's it's like trying to find what the numbers are from a movie nowadays. It's like because everything is being streamed. So it's bullshit that we're watching, and we don't know that streaming numbers don't mean that people sat there and actually watched the thing. You know what I mean? And it annoys me. I want to know, what people are watching, what they care about a film, not how many dollars they say that the movie made. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, well, we had you know, $18 billion we made on this movie," and they're not showing how many people went to the freaking theater to watch it. Those are
Mm.
the numbers I want to see. That's how I know if something was good. If it's going a third week and a bunch of people still going to the theater to watch it.
Right. Yeah. Well, and they don't want to. I've gotten to where they're wanting less and less of those
Yeah.
numbers to be out because
Right.
it's all. And it goes back to stocks and stock value, and you got to be making money for your shareholders. And, so on here it did say from the launch in May 2021. That's 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming usage has jumped 71% in 4 years. 71%. With broadcast down 21%. It has to be over the air. And then cable down 39% in 4 years. So that's those are significant numbers. It is not small. And so yeah.
Cable companies going to have to raise their prices.
Well, they
more.
have been. They have
Yeah,
been.
they
But
have
then what
been,
happened?
But
It's
no,
a
I mean
circle,
on another
though.
side. Is on another side, not for.
Well, you know where they're going to come.
what-
You know where that's coming. That's where that's going to come from. You know where the pricing, where
Yeah.
they can raise the price, and
Mhm.
people have to pay it.
Yeah, because with all these people streaming, they're going to say, "Hey,
What do you need when you're streaming? What do you
yeah,
need?
you need that internet, and
Right.
we're gonna charge you up the yin yang."
Yeah.
You
know,
watch. Cox already tried. Remember Cox
Yeah.
did the where they were gonna. It was like them and Comcast had that tiers
Mhm.
depending on how much usage you did.
Yeah,
Not speed, but the use. You could use it for a certain amount, but then if you went over, they were going to surcharge you, or you just had to buy into a bigger package.
Right.
Like a, like a business plan.
because like you look at all the people with YouTube TV and stuff, they keep it on constantly, it's on all day, all night.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I noticed a lot of cable companies are pushing streaming. They'll stream, I don't know, they'll be pushing Apple, I don't know, Hulu or HBO. They push them like crazy. Instead of getting announcements, for, just a movie. Now you're getting, the movie's playing now, but it's playing on HBO, They're pushing this one. And every 2 seconds, they're pushing something for streaming.
But
Well, I mean,
we're at a point where nobody knows where anything is.
No.
Agreed.
And there's no list out there saying, okay, this is a real TV guide for you to look at where everything is. There's nothing.
No, you can do that. What was it? Watch this or watch that?
Yeah, there's an app. There's an app.
Well, it's also a website.
Oh, yeah?
Is it watch?
Just watch?
This
Watch
or
now? Just watch.
just
or
watch?
now?
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I have that. It's an app.
So just watch it. It's an app, but it's also just a website. Now,
Right.
wasn't this one where you could? So let's say, because can I do the bear? All right. So the bear.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, this would tell you where you could find it. Okay, right. So through this website, you were able to look and you can see it has Disney has it. Disney has it. If I want it, and Crunchyroll has it. To watch it for free, Crunchyroll has it. But
Right.
then it's going to be.
That's not telling me what channel it's on tonight. If it's a show that.
What do you mean live? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about what nobody cares about that, and that's what I care about.
Well, yeah, but most people don't watch live. Like
Right, I know they don't watch live, but
nobody watches
that's
live
why-
anymore.
That's why all of that stuff is going to go away because no one's watching live.
Yeah, nobody sits down on a Sunday night to watch The Simpsons.
No.
That doesn't happen no more. You know what I mean? Remember Remember Married with Children?
That's all we
What was
had.
that,
That's all we
Friday or
had.
Saturday?
Right.
Friday
You
or
were
Saturday
going
night. I can't remember.
TV to watch it. Yep.
You had to go. You were sitting
You had
right
to
there
check out your
watch it.
Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not no more.
No more.
So, time changes, man. You got to get.
Yeah.
Got to grow. Got to grow, man.
I don't know if I want to see that.
So, all right. Before we go to Player Pass, did you want to mention the
Any sports
events
stuff?
that we had tonight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or-
You said there was
this
PFL
weekend?
tonight. Yeah.
PFL was on tonight.
Yeah. And tomorrow we have the UFC, but it's an early one. It's the Hill versus Roundtree. Jamal Hill against Khalil Roundtree. It looks like a pretty good card, but it's going to be early. When I say early, guys, I mean 12 p.m. tomorrow. So have your lunch and ready, and you're going to start watching the fights. So 12 p.m. for the prelims, and the main card starts at 3 p.m. But as we know, the prelims have always been great, and these fights here are going to be in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
as Afghanistan, Uzbekistan,
You're saying
the Baku
you're-
Crystal Hall. I'm New Yorker, so
it's over near Russia.
Yeah, over near Russia.
Over that way. Over
yeah.
there.
Yeah. So they'll be fighting out of there.
Azerbaijan.
I think it's going to be some good fights.
Okay.
To check out, because it's like bear versus bear fighting. They just have a different style. It ought to be pretty good. Really.
Curtis Blades is fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Newsman. Who else? Yeah, a lot of guys that
okay.
I don't know their names.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I don't know.
Yeah, but they're all there, and they don't mess around. You know what I'm saying? They fight.
Okay, so that's tomorrow early, not at 12 p.m. Early noon on the East Coast.
On the East Coast, yeah.
Okay, all right.
There'll be some good fights. So join us if you want. I'll be watching. The prelims are actually on ESPN also, so you can. Oh wait, and the main card is ABC. Check that out.
Oh.
ABC/ESPN Plus. Wow.
All right. You ready to roll into the next part, or we got more?
No, I don't think we have any more on that. Did you, before we jump into the show, did you check those starred things? Just take a look at those before.
I thought I hit all the.
Just look at.
Let me see. I'm new to the show. What are the guidelines for participating in the show? All right, Renee, that was 2 weeks ago. I posted a video, and I asked everybody to post comments. What would you do for a Superbox? And so that was what we were reading through, what people's comments were. So, sorry, Renee. That was so that was how people got. That's all they had to do is just put a comment in there, and if it was something kind of cute, funny, we tossed on the show. There is a number on a browser from device you can get on the App Store too.
For that Superbox, if you look down at the other thing, that's what I was telling you to read it.
See, he sent me a message. All right. There's a browser on the device. No. Yeah, reading is not my first hobby. Yes. So yes, when you open the device, yes, you can do it. I think I did it that way, or I might even install Downloader on mine. But it's a simple thing. You just go to a website. The URL, I'll post it in Telegram so that people get it. It's easy, and it's just download the APK and updates the store, and you're ready to go.
Okay.
All right. Let's kick it over the next one.
We're gonna put the show, right?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, getting the wheel. Okay, we're
My
doing-
mistake.
Yeah,
I
we're doing
was
the
good.
wheel.
I had to do the wheel first. I clicked the wrong button.
Yeah.
Let me just switch this other thing out also.
Yeah, switch that, and I'm gonna go ahead and share the wheel.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I clicked too quick.
Oh, you clicked it? Okay.
All right, there we go.
So for the wheel, hold on. Let's let everyone know. This is for next week. Oh, I didn't change the date. I'm sorry. That would be June
not-
27th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd work.
it's episode 19. But on the wheel we have Andrew is in green with Neighborhood Watch. I'm in purple with Straw. Dab's in red with Carry On. Eddie is in gray with Freaky Tales. The Beach is in blue with The Accountant 2. And Jason is in yellow with Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those aren't all bad movies.
No, they're not. There's
Got some good choices.
found a
in there.
couple movies over the weekend that were pretty good. Well, over the weekend. It's Todd. Oh,
Hold on.
carry on. That's
I was
Todd.
holding it.
Yeah.
I was holding that one. That was like, oh, can we make it? Can we make it? So Carry On.
Yeah. Look how close that is. I mean, it's on the line.
It is, but
All you have to do is just sneeze and it goes over the line.
do I have to zoom in on there? I
Well,
mean,
Jason should have been here.
yeah. So let me pull up Carry On so that we'll see what people can take a look. This has been out for a number of a couple 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
So Carry On. This is
So still 6.5.
movie. 6.5. Yep. So this is the movie we'll be reviewing next week. So be sure to watch this for next week, and then you can be able to chime in on Player Pass on what you think of this movie. So, yeah. So this is the movie we got to watch for next week.
Mm-hmm.
For this week, we've got Fountain of Youth, and I don't know if Beach sent you or Jason sent you any of their thoughts on this. I don't know.
No, they didn't.
All right. Well, then,
Like,
it's just gonna be
yeah,
us
we're
three.
supposed to be.
I'm hoping that over in the side chat, I hope somebody else has got some chiming in on this. All right. So Fountain of Youth. This is directed by Guy Ritchie.
Mhm.
What's it? John Krasinski?
Krasinski.
Krasinski? Natalie
I don't know why I
Portman.
can't say it right now.
Natalie Portman. That's because you're around me. You can't say.
Yeah, I know.
So
And I'm losing my mind.
I'll butcher a name. So
Yeah. You butchered mine long enough.
Yeah, I know. AUBYN.
Or AWWW. Bin.
All-
BIN.
Bin.
Orbin. Orbin. Orbin.
All
Both between both you and Blue. It was like I was typing in there back in the day. Or BIN. Orbin.
AUBYN.
Like
AUBYN.
like Albany.
Well, she says sorry, so you can't.
Sorry.
You know,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
Okay, let's get going on this.
Yes.
So, Fountain of Youth. Either one of you guys want to jump in on talking about this first, or what you want to do?
I guess I can. I don't remember much now, but I guess I could go
It's
first.
been a week. It's been 2 weeks.
It's
Or no,
been
week.
2 weeks, and it's hard for me to even remember something from 2 days ago. I liked it. I think a lot of other people might not have liked it, but I liked it because I love movies like this that, are like the what's that? What's another movie that this was like?
National Treasure.
National Treasure. I liked National Treasure. I don't care what other people cared about it, but I like those type of adventure movies where you have to go all over the world to find different things. I really enjoy that stuff. Um, as I thought the cast. I don't know how I felt about Natalie Portman in it, and I really like her.
Yeah.
Uh, I think
Hey, Auburn, hit your microphone.
oh,
There
can
you
you
go.
hear
All
me?
right, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go now. Go.
Like I was saying, I really don't think that this was the role for Natalie Portman, and I really like her. Uh, but and who was that played the? I'm trying to see who else was in there. The other girl that was in there, she was okay.
Hmm.
I don't know her name. Do you see it there?
Giza.
Isa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gomez.
uh, I liked her in it.
Hmm.
I just don't know why I didn't like Natalie Portman. And I love everything that she does. This was let me see. I'm trying to remember. Um, oh, I thought from the get go, I knew the other guy with the money. I knew he was out to screw everyone.
Mm.
I guess a lot of the movie was, you know, you already knew what was coming, but
Mm.
Hmm.
I still enjoyed it as a movie to sit down and just watch, and it was great in 3D.
Oh,
I'd
beautiful in
say,
3D.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Thanks to Dave for that. Um, the I can't think of what else. Trying to remember everything else. Going from Fountain of Youth. No, show another picture. They
It
don't
doesn't
have
have a
much.
lot of pictures.
That's all they
It's
have.
like, yeah,
Oh
it's
my
got.
gosh.
Remember they stole the painting
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
because you had this
I thought that.
detective here that was,
Yeah,
he was on the case going all over the world for.
Mm.
trying to follow them around, which I couldn't understand how they still caught up with them at the towards the
Yeah,
end there at the
Mm.
fountain. Like, I
there
don't know, find them with no tracker
in
on them.
Egypt,
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the
Pyramid.
pyramids.
yeah. I thought that uh, the, uh, the, the the what's the word there? Oh my gosh, my brain is fried. Uh,
Well, hey Eddie, what did you
one,
think?
yeah,
Okay.
Eddie, what did you think? And just jump in when you want.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I like this movie.
Yeah.
The special effects and the CGIs in this movie blew me away. Especially the one where when they're inside the pyramid and they're going down and they see they have the big wall and all of a sudden all the stairs comes out of the wall and then at the end when they're going back up the walls are receding and at the last minute boom all the walls are gone and they're back up to the top again.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Just in time.
just in time. And the storyline was a good storyline. I liked it. The car chases were good. Uh, the CGI. I think they overdid a little bit on the CGI, but all in all, it was a good movie. I liked it. I thought it was a little bit too long. It could have been a little bit shorter.
Okay.
But all in all, it was a good movie. I liked it.
Well, to me, I think it's geared towards the teenager or sub-teenager. This is a family movie. I mean, there's not any real bad violence in it. I mean, there are some shooting going on, but not like people losing body parts or anything like that. I think it's a Disney. It's not just a family movie. That national treasure feel all over it. That looking for this lost thing, or like the Raiders of the Lost Ark, kind of thing, looking for this hidden treasure that nobody's known about, but they're looking for the fountain of youth. I mean, I'm not a fan of those types of jump around, find the clue. Oh, here's one clue. that's going to lead us somewhere else. What was that one with Tom Hanks where they were in Rome?
Yeah, the
What was that?
the one with the heaven and hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I can see it in my mind. That Tom Hanks, it reminded me a little bit of that, where it's like, oh, we got to look at this painting, and his eye is looking over here, which is to the east.
but I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, the wife does too. I mean, my wife, she loves that kind of stuff. To me, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not so smart, so I can't figure out all the clues. And I'm like, I would never figure that out. But it definitely gave you those types of feels. That Indiana Jones, National Treasure, looking for all that stuff. I did like the chemistry between the brother and sister here. I did like that kind of push back and forth. I thought the kid thing with her kid being brought, is she going to bring her kid to something like that? I don't know. And then him being, of course, musically inclined, and then, that's the key to this. But all in all, I thought that for a kid, I don't want to say a kid's movie, a family movie, it's a great family movie for you to sit down and watch. And some of the parts, are you going to be able to piece it out beforehand? I'm sure you can. But I think it held enough action. You had bad guys. You had bad guys that end up being good guys, and good guys that end up being bad guys. Those kind of little twists, which made it fun. I just, when I was looking at them, like they're just going to go inside the pyramid and start, smashing rocks and doing something. No, you're not. But it's a movie. So, I thought it was good enough. Wasn't horrible. What's some of the people over on our side chat? I don't know if anybody over on our side.
It wasn't a typical Guy Ritchie movie.
No.
Definitely. Yes, thank you. That was another thing. I love Guy Ritchie. There was only a couple places that I caught the Guy Ritchie banter, that quick kind of. Only a couple places did I catch that. Whereas most of the time, Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman, or some of those other stuff, the dialogue is real snappy. Only found that a few times in this, so it was like Guy Ritchie would kind of jump in and fix that. Hey, we want this kind of dialogue, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll be back in a couple days to look at something else."
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. Hey, Redneck says the kid was Einstein. Yeah, the kid was pretty smart.
Yeah.
When they were pulling up the, was it Lusitania? And I'm like, nobody's got anything, no complaints by any governments to be lifting that ship off the bottom of the ocean. There's nobody complaining, no governments swinging in.
And too far offshore.
Wait, in the gray, what?
Okay.
That's not been out yet, is? I don't remember In the Gray.
This will mark the third time Guy Ritchie working with.
It's coming out in 2025.
Yeah, it must not have been out yet because I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, it's got to be coming out.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. Do universities in Indiana.
No.
Still had to Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Yeah. Had that feel for sure.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. So Ritchie walks through the King William Court in England. Exact location that Natalie Portman walks through in Thor, the Dark World. So
yeah,
that's a little bit that Blue should know.
Yeah, she didn't catch that.
Yeah.
She didn't catch that, but she liked Stanley Tucci.
Yes,
He's another good actor.
Yeah, he is. He's a great actor.
He was good in the Conclave.
Yeah, the Da Vinci Code. Thank you, Mark. That was
Yeah.
the other movie
Thank
I was
you.
thinking
Yes.
about. Da Vinci Code.
I would
With all
never-
those little clues and
Oh, that was great. I loved it.
oh, yeah, I no,
Loved
no,
it.
it's
Yep.
not great. I
Go
just
back and watch it a second
I
time.
know I have. Blue
Yeah.
makes me watch it at least once a year.
Okay.
She'll watch them all. She's like,
Uh-huh.
and I'll be like, oh.
No, I like them.
She loves it.
That I
she's
can
like,
rewatch. Lord of the Rings every year? I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know if I can do that.
About once every 18 months for Lord of the Rings. So, all right. Do either one of you have anything else to add, or do we want to do our votes?
We could do the votes, I guess. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Did the other guy
think
say anything about the votes, or?
I hadn't heard none of them talked about it. I didn't even see them say, usually they give us a blurb of what they
Yeah.
thought.
No.
Yeah, because especially since I watched it and I liked it, and I
Mm.
think everyone's gonna say, "Oh no, I hated it."
Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and just do our vote on this, and then we will open up the floor for movies and stuff. Gail, I see your message, and I see Diamond D. Thank you. You both messaged me, so still waiting on Paul and Dan Summerford will have to hit me up. So time is ticking for those two gentlemen. All right, so let's go ahead and give our votes for this. So folks over on the side chat, tell us for play or pass. Play means you would recommend this to somebody or you would watch it again. Pass means you hope it never shows again, even in a slutty porn theater. You don't want to be shown there. So, let's see. So let's go ahead and I'll start with Eddie because we only got 3 of us. So Eddie, what do you think? Play or pass for this?
This is definitely a play for me.
All right, play for you. Mike gave it a play, and Redneck gave it a play. AUBYN.
I'm a play.
You're a play. And I'm going to give it a play. Again, like I said, family movie. May not be for everybody, but really can't go wrong with it. It's a family movie. Leon gave it a play. Whoops. There we go. All right, wait.
Cool.
Leon gave it a play.
Right.
Richard says it's a pass.
Nice.
Oh, Mark says it's a pass or a play also. So
Such a play.
all right, a play. So all right. So what are we on the Telegram vote?
It was 10-5. 10-3. I'm sorry. 10-3.
10-3.
Yeah, 10 plays.
All
It's
right,
11.
so
It's 11-3 now.
Oh, yeah.
11-3. Oh, someone changed their vote. Okay.
No, added a vote. They added.
I did a
All
vote.
right. What's up, Charles?
Hmm.
So we got that. So now we'll just open the floor for any discussion about TV shows or movies that we would want to suggest or tell people to stay away from, things to check out. And we just this is a free ball thing. So over in the side chat, if there's some stuff you guys want to recommend, please post what your show that people need to check out, and we'll talk about that. So let me see. I gotta. Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah, you
are. I went through and finished Clarkson's Farm.
Oh, don't
Just
tell me
this
about
week.
it. Don't tell me about it.
No, I'm not gonna tell you about it, but I'm gonna say another great season of
I
Clarkson
figured.
Farm.
That show is absolutely the best. It's great.
I love it. They do a great job with it. I think that it if you like the earlier seasons, this is just some of the same that you're gonna. So if you liked it previously, you're gonna like this. More of his great ideas. Him as not being a farmer, how he comes up with some of these great ideas and other ways to to make farming economically beneficial, and how the struggle with that is. So if you've watched previous seasons, this season will not disappoint. I enjoyed all of it.
Anybody get into the gold?
The gold?
The gold. It's a. You just finished the second season.
Okay.
The first season, it was talking about how they sold the gold and how they got rid of it, or try to, make it clean. The second, it follows each one of the people that stole the gold, and what happened to them at the end.
Oh.
That I got intrigued with that. I got so far into it that I had to jump on the AUBYN's Plex to finish it off. Oh man, that got me going. It was good.
Nice. The gold.
What is it rated? It's rated 7.4. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the true story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've been still sticking with Murderbot, enjoying it. Quirky show. I mean,
it looked crazy to me.
yeah, it's worth watch. I mean,
yeah,
it's fun. I mean, just yeah, it's they try to be over the top on a lot of stuff, which is okay.
I've watched a couple movies this week. I don't know if I should save them to put on the wheel or tell you guys about them.
Well, you can't put but one at a time.
I know. I might as well just give them up to you guys.
Give them up.
Department
movies.
Department Q. You had it on the screen before.
Yes. Yeah.
Department Q started out very slow. The first episode I didn't really get into it. Then the second one drew me more, and then at the end I had to go all the way to the end. That's going to come out in the second season.
Okay.
That is great.
That's on the wife's list. I'm kind of like wasn't sure if I'm going to watch it, but it's definitely on her list. She's so I see it's an 8.3. So
it's damn good.
Okay.
And Duster, you talked about Duster. Did you finish it?
Did anyone start it? I didn't start it.
No.
Yeah, you said you were watching Duster, wasn't you?
No, I haven't seen Duster yet.
Oh, you got to watch that. Man, the music in there, it blows you away.
Okay.
70s. Oh, yeah.
70s? Okay. Yeah, I like
Studio
70s.
Bad Robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Dad, you're into fast cars. You must know about a Duster.
Well, I do know what a Duster is, but I just didn't. I'd seen that it was trending. I just haven't sat down and watched. I've got too many. I've had too many other shows. Plus, I've been watching a lot of trash TV. 1,000-Pound Sisters, Traders. I finished up Summer House, so I've been watching. We've been watching. I mean, we did finish Mobland and Rex, and we were almost done with that. But we get caught up on some of the trash TV, and if the wife watches a couple episodes, she's got to finish it. So if we get a couple episodes in, it's got to be horrible for her to stop. And sometimes that reality TV, it sometimes just cracks me up.
Talk about reality TV. What's up with these people are dropping even younger? Was it Anne Burrell who did the chef there? The way I couldn't believe that. She's so young. And I just heard another one of I don't know if anyone watches that $1 Million Beach House, but that Sarah Burek did. She's only 40 years old. I don't know what the heck is going on today. People dropping like flies. Crazy. Let me get my list up there.
Let's see. Final Destination has dropped. I believe that's a full I believe that's a
full one?
full. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
web. I think it's a web rip. I
Okay.
think that so that's in decent quality. So that's dropped. The Amateur. I watched that. Again, not my the
Cup of tea.
No.
that spy thing. Blah blah blah. I mean, it's okay.
Mhm.
The Accountant 2. We watched that. Well, I can't talk
I
about
watched
that because we watched.
Yeah,
it.
it's in the wheel. Yeah.
So yeah, because that's on the list. Predator, Killer of Killers. That actually is a pretty decent movie. It is a sequel to anybody that watched Predator Prey, where it was that indigenous girl that
Yeah.
kills a predator and all that. So it's a sequel to that, but it's all animated. It's all animation. But it was a good movie.
Mhm.
At first when I saw that it was animated, and both Shannon and I both looked at each other and I was like, animated? Why is this animated? She goes, I don't know. I thought this was a sequel. I'm like, I did too. But in the end, it was enjoyable. Animation was good. The storyline was good. At first, I didn't know what they were doing with the story, like what they were trying to tell us or how they were doing it. But then it ended up playing out good, and enjoyed it. So if you like Predator movies, if you've got some time, you might find this to be a good Predator movie. Even though it is animated, I did enjoy it.
The Bear season 4 comes out on Wednesday.
Yep.
I hope it's going to be better than season 3.
Please.
Please. Oh, yeah.
Please. The last season of The Bear, I mean, was shit. I mean, people talk about it, and it won a bunch of damn awards again last year, which was a crock of shit. And it bothers me that they label themselves as a comedy. Now here it just shows drama, comedy. I mean, anything can be funny at some point, but that doesn't make it a comedy. It's definitely a drama, but it bothered me that they label it as a comedy, trying to pick up a comedy Emmy. I thought last season with the artsy fartsy bullshit that they had going on, with what's his name there, and who's the Jeremy Allen staring off into the distance how many times because he's having a nervous breakdown or whatever he's having. But it wasn't like one time. They did it multiple times of him just dazed off. Or it felt like they had so many parts of the story going on. About the review is what's it? Alo, is she gonna leave? Or Ao, I guess it's Ao. If she's gonna leave, is the uncle gonna close the business? It was like so many questions. What was it? What with that fucking light that was in there, that flickering, and they come and fix the light, and they don't even really talk about why that was such a thing for like a number of episodes that the light kept flickering. It's like, why did you bring that up? I mean, I don't know. I just felt like they were trying to be really artsy. They were trying to be really super, super deep with all these quiet moments. And I'm like, wait a minute. You had the first 2 seasons, which were rock star seasons. Everybody loved it. Why are you changing the formula season 3 to try to be something different? So I don't know. I mean, I hope it's better.
Like you say, don't change horses in the middle of the stream.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
Yeah. I mean, season 3 was just, I don't know what they were doing. But it won a bunch of awards last season.
Yeah.
It won a bunch. I'm like, why? I mean, it's riding the coattails of season 1 and season 2. So, yeah, hopefully it's better for me because I'm actually on the fence. Do I even bother watching season 4? But I will because
you gotta have to.
Hopefully I get to resolve
but I don't know
some of the issues.
how much it'll turn around because I don't want to start watching. If I know that, oh well, we're gonna open a second restaurant. You know, I don't want to see crap like that.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna have to leave the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Probably not, because then you don't want to leave in the show.
No.
And then the uncle, is he going to close the restaurant? Well, no, because then do you have a show? I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's hopefully it's better.
I know you're into the horror stuff. Have you checked out
Sometimes.
that Clown in the Cornfield?
Well, no, that sounds corny. I mean, I watch.
Pretty.
I like to be
you-
actually
you're horror,
scared,
you wanna-
not something just stupid.
Did anyone out there watch that Clown in the Cornfield? Because I don't watch horror,
Oops,
but that
oops.
looked like something I would watch.
Oh, I couldn't spell corn, did I?
Clown in the Cornfield.
In. All right.
Yeah.
All right. In
A cornfield.
In a.
Yeah. I'm surprised you never like saw the trailer for that or something.
I might have. I'm only getting.
Why isn't it coming up? Yeah, the movies? Clown in a Cornfield. I believe that's what it is.
I think you're wrong.
Um,
I think because I'm not getting nothing. I'm gonna do clown in a.
Clown in a Cornfield.
Yeah. Look at Track. Don't even want to talk about it. Is it a show or a movie?
Movie. Movie. Okay.
No. Well, it sounds to me
That
like
kind of Clown in the Woods? Is it Clown in the Woods?
No, it was a cornfield.
no. That sounds that right here. One word. Clown. Cornfield is one word.
Yeah, cornfield is one word.
No.
Clown in the cornfield. Yeah,
No.
that's it.
This just looks like some of that.
What was it rated?
slasher.
Oh, can you go back?
6.2.
6.2.
6.2?
See, but the audience, I always look at what the audience,
Okay, and what the audience said?
59%.
59? Okay.
So, yeah.
No, it looked like something I would watch. Because it looked kind of funny, but it was still the gore, horror wise. I gotta find out
Well,
what
if you want to sit
kind
down
of
and
horror
watch
you
it.
want.
Well, I like to be
You
actually
think it's horror.
scared. Like, I want to be,
Okay.
I like jump scares. I like something
That's what
gonna-
this had to me. I thought, when I was watching.
I don't like a clown, but I don't.
I know that's why I would jump because I don't like clowns.
What's the likelihood you're gonna find a damn clown in the corner?
Listen. When
Ghosts in your house is different. There may be a ghost in your house.
Yes.
damn clown head get blown off.
Yeah.
Around me. You don't try to mess with no clown around me.
All right. No, I have not seen clown. Has anybody in the
Just
side
watch-
chat
yeah,
seen
if anyone
clown
even
in
seen the trailer
a
for it or
cornfield?
something?
No. Auburn be pulling some.
Yeah, there we go.
Not that Auburn watches some weird stuff, but
Yeah.
It's the map.
you see what his recommendation is. Why do we give him a hard time when he says, "I'll pick the movie"? And we're like, "No."
No. But one I did watch that I really liked was that Fresh Kills.
Fresh Killed.
Kills. KILLS. It's a mob type flick. 2 words, right? You have 2 words there. Fresh.
Yeah.
Kills.
Yeah.
What the hell is it?
Is it one word?
No, 2 words. It's 2 words.
Okay.
Fresh
Is
Kills.
that
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay, hold on. Let me flip over the movie. There.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
All right. Oh, a mobster.
This
thing. Okay.
was great. This
Oh,
and
it
it
does
was-
have. Look at that.
Jennifer Esposito was the director. and that's one of the main reasons why I watched it because I like Jennifer Esposito. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see what she could do. And there's one girl there that chick there to the second person there. She is such a great actress.
This
I
one?
watched her from yeah, I watched her in a bunch of other stuff. What's her name there? I can't see.
Odessa?
Odessa. Yes,
Mm.
I watched her do a couple of the movies. She is absolutely incredible actress. Just scroll down. I just want to see what the other that movie there, sitting in bars with cake.
Mm. Mm.
Absolutely incredible movie. And she did another one. Let's see. Okay, am I okay? Looks okay. Oh, that show, Fam. She was in that show, Fam. That's when I first saw her, and I'm like, this girl's gonna grow up to be a great actress. And I didn't know she was in Ghosts. You guys watched Ghosts? Do you remember seeing her? Well, she was only in 4 episodes, but
I watched the English version, not the
oh, you didn't watch the
American version.
American version? Okay. This Grand
Bastardized.
Army I want to watch. I saw the trailer for this,
Mm.
and it looked really good. And I didn't even know anything about this one. I need to watch it. Um,
Okay.
and I'm trying to think what the Sitting in Bars with Cake was absolutely incredible movie.
84% by the audience.
Yeah, really, really good acting from these girls. I really liked it. I really liked it.
Bette Midler.
Yeah, it had a great cast.
Mm.
Oh, I really liked that one. But
All right.
this girl is. Oh, back to the movie. Rex.
Yep.
Um, what's his name was in it? Dominic Lom- Lombardi, guy who's in The Wire, the bald-headed
Oh,
guy.
Dominic?
Yeah, he's a great actor. Been in
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And this was
Yep.
this movie was like I guess
Reacher.
like a lower budget type
Mm-hmm.
thing, but they did a hell of a job with it. I was really impressed with this movie. So
All right.
if you get a chance, check it. Oh, 93% on tomatoes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I saw
Yeah,
that it's
yeah, 93. Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. I really did. Yeah,
okay.
the cast was it was just great. It was great. I really liked it. I don't know why I'm saying so much about the movie, but I I really enjoyed it. Really did.
Let's see. Todd said Heidi.
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 Heidi. Look that up.
Yeah, look that one up because I thought I sound familiar. Heidi right there.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
It's
that
got to
one?
be this one. It can't be these.
Okay. Oh, I thought the first one. Okay.
Oh, some
Oh,
dolls.
boy, dolls. Oh, God.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's some jump scare
the
shit.
wife hates.
Oh,
She
my God.
hates dolls. Dolls and clowns, boy.
Right.
She
That's why
she
I
said
got
poltergeist. She said poltergeist.
That's what ruined me. That's
She
what
said
ruined me.
poltergeist had that clown that was
Oh,
a doll
my
that was in the
God.
seat, and then it
Oh,
got underneath the bed.
oh my God. To this day, one of my good friends, ruined me for life with that movie. He was just waiting me out, okay? They go under the bed one side and then it comes up on the other, and I'm sitting there. I didn't know what was coming. He did one of them scare things to me. Forget it. To this day. And we still laugh about it. We still laugh about with that movie.
Yeah. I'll check this out. I like ghost shit. I like to me, I like a haunted house. I like
I
things
can't.
that might be real. I mean,
See,
I don't
I'm
really,
in New
I don't
York.
believe
I
Jason.
got the
I don't believe
Amityville
Jason.
horror house. I used to drive past it all the time.
Yeah. See, those are kind of things because there's a possibility of truth in that. So
Yeah.
to me, it's like that could be there.
Mhm.
But to me, when I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre or what was that other one that was not too long ago? That was the clown thing killing people, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's so great."
Was that it?
No.
That's
It was something recent. It was like the 4th or 5th one, but it's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't need some killer clown chasing me through the woods.
Mhm.
I don't. It's not going to happen. Or
That don't bother you.
no, because that's not realistic. I mean,
Hey,
there's a chance of a ghost getting you.
the beach sent
Getting you.
the beach sent the message to you. Have you seen it on the side chat there?
Wait.
I watch a horror show every week. It's called Streaming Matters.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Yeah, you can't make those comments off when you're in the side chat, Dave.
Oh my gosh!
Hey
Dave, you guys could have told me and told me and Eddie that the strike was going on, instead of forcing us to come in and beat it. And it was and it was yesterday was Emancipation Day, and you could have told us something.
Juneteenth yesterday.
Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Could have told us something.
Yeah, you see where his loyalties lie.
Yeah.
With himself. He's like, yeah.
No, he's not like that.
Guys.
No, that's the last.
Get you guys.
That's the last guy to be like that. But I miss you guys. You know you're not here. If you could, put in whether it was a player pass for the movie for us.
Dang. I can't believe Dave be hit me out like that, man. That hurts. Got gypped on the white cream. All right. Hey, let's wrap this up.
We're already almost there.
Yeah, so it's just us three. Dave's over here in the side chat wanting to be a smartass. Obviously, his family's left the house. So, Eddie, anything you want to say before we go?
No, everything's looking good. Looking good.
Summer's here.
Yeah.
Mr. Aubyn.
Everyone, thank you so much for coming out. Thanks to Superbox giving us some giveaways. We do that anytime for you guys. Really, that's really nice of you guys. Next week we have the movie Carry On. That's Todd's movie. We'll be doing it in big screen on Thursday night. And everyone have a good weekend. I know next week it'll be a heat wave here in New York, so I'm gonna try to just bundle myself up at home, try not to go anywhere, and just crank the AC because I can't take the heat no more. I can't do it. I came home today in it and I thought I was gonna die. It was too hot.
You just got to get farther north, man. Come on up.
Not that far up.
We can, hey Albert, we can send you some snow if you want.
Yeah, I know. Nope, that's why I won't come up there. Unless I got spiked tires.
Yeah, okay.
Want to say again, thanks to everyone that commented on the video 2 weeks ago to be qualified for the boxes that we gave out today. So thank you for commenting. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being loyal subscriber viewers to this silly ass show, which is pulled together with duct tape and super glue each week. And we go wherever and we just, have a good time and enjoy each other because we're all buddies. So thank you so much, y'all. Thanks to Superbox for giving us the devices, and I will do my best to get these out to everybody in this coming week. And as always, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you, and we'll see you guys on the next.
Curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. Information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy.
But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly through the streams and download set. You can kiss my ass goodbye.